Hi, everyone. I'll talk about reduced needle and pain, and I'm Sumi Mariyama from Quantum Operation. Okay, let's get started. Do you know there are many small children who suffer diabetes? They cannot produce insulin in their bodies, so they have to prick their fingers to monitor glucose many times, sometimes 10 times a day in every day, every week for their whole life. Do you think it is very painful? Not only children, but also 1 in 11 adults suffers diabetes in the world, and about 10% of the world healthcare costs are exclusively spent only on diabetes. It's huge money and very big problem. So, our solution is we are developing world's first non-invasive wearable glucometer for continuous monitoring. Our solution has a strength in 2 points. One is sensoring and modeling technology of us. We have expertise and we can develop easy and compact wearable device. The other is open API's policy with partners. Usually, famous wearable company wants to build closed ecosystem and control data. But we are not a big company and want to collaborate in open API policy with partners, so they can easily connect with their application with us. This slide shows our prototype. We now have prototype and we can get exact number of glucose data already. The graph in right side is our in-house comparison test between existing sensor and our prototype. There is the same tendency with market product. So we are aiming to be the world first provider for this device. About competition. In the market, there are not only famous brands, but also low-price health watch. So we make competition analysis. Of course, we are only provider for blood glucose monitoring, but also we have the many advantages in monitoring vital signs. This analysis shows our device and service is suitable for smart city to expand healthy life expectancy for people. This is our business model. We are not aiming to sell our service on directly to patients or consumers. Our customer is hospitals, nursing homes, care facilities, and insurance and business companies, and user patients and workers, B2B2C model. We will set not only hardware, but also software together as sell as subscription. Thanks to many medias, we have more than 80 media attractions in CES 2021. Major media are Nikkei, Financial Times, and make use of it, and we got many awards. For example, Engadget.com selected us as the best of CES finalists. I'll mention about funding status. Our current funding status is Series A and funded about 10 million US dollars until now. And as a strong partner, we have a capital alliance with Japanese business corporation. One is Taisho Pharmaceutical, one of leading pharmaceutical company in Japan, and the other is Alfresser, one of Japanese largest medical wholesalers. This is our team. Our team members are 20 now, and we have variety in backgrounds. I will introduce some. Our hardware engineer Komata has expertise in circuit design to reduce power consumption and has experience in designing small devices. Our software engineer Ryu has great experience in healthcare application. Our data science Tanaka have knowledge about monitoring design and AI analysis. And our management team, CEO Kazuma Kato and I, have many experience in operating startup companies. In our advisory board, Mr. Kubota has many experience in medical wearable device in Nihon Koden, famous Japanese medical device corporation, and he is so-called father of vital sensors. And Mr. Ichikawa has many experience, has strong connection in medical and healthcare section. And we also have many affiliated hospitals and doctors in Japan. Now our aiming and ask is meeting with investors and partners. We will start next funding round in 2021 this spring, and we will raise money to expand mass production and invest to future development. And we are also looking for alliance partner to make our solution together. We are the IoT healthcare startup and has sensing technology with high medical level in Japan. Finally, we strongly support patient, healthy society, and fight with diabetes and diseases. Thank you so for your attention.
Thank you very much. Okay, questions?
So
yes, thank you for your presentation. Looks really nice. I was wondering if you've already got investments for over 60 million. How many users do you already have, and where are they, well, located?
Okay, thank you for your question. So until now, we funded about 10 million US, not 60, but yeah. And now prototype, we already have prototype, but we already only have a customer and trial patient in Japan, not just now in Japan only. Yeah.
And so how many
Okay, yeah, how
people
many?
are using it?
It's more than 10, but under the 100, honestly, right now. But we'll test the medical clinical test in Japan in the spring or summer, but it depends on the COVID-19 situation by the hospital.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other? Okay.
Yeah, I have a question. This sounds like the product that parents of diabetic children have been waiting for.
Yeah.
As a family member of a diabetic child, I have some questions, very practical ones.
Yeah.
You say it fits like a watch on the skin.
Yeah.
What about when children do what children do, is run around? If there's shock, if it moves on the skin, does that interfere? And also, is it water resistant, for example?
Okay, thank you for your question. Yeah, that's right. After the CES 2021, we got many inquiries from all over the world as a patient who has children as a family, as a diabetes type 1. So for your question, yeah, and for the wearable device, there are some affected by some shocks when the watch was hit by some shocks. But we have already have a waterproof by this wearable watch, so that it does not affect by the water.
Move on the skin, does it have to stay in place? Because that's the major challenge, I think, with children pay attention. So can it move around on the skin?
Yeah, for right now, we have to improve it by some moving affection, but we will improve in the near future, we think.
Okay, and another really crucial question is about the security and battery life. Is there an alarm, for example, an algorithm if there are any misreadings? Because there's a similar device, the Libre Freestyle, if you know that one, which goes under the skin. And there have been incidents where it has misread, and then of course it causes, danger to the child. So what is the backup plan if your device stops reading accurately?
Okay, yes, we know the freestyle Libre already, and as a presentation, we compare with the freestyle Libre with our sensor, so that we know that. Yeah, and we have to make some backup plan, but if now we are in the prototype stage that we don't have yet, honestly. Thank you.
Yes.
Any questions?
Yeah.
Yes. In terms of competition, don't you think that this particular function of reading the blood sugar with the watch will not be implemented by other watch provider like the big one like Apple or Samsung, or is it something that you fear, or how do you discuss with this big watch company?
Oh, okay. Thank you for your question. And honestly, after we are showing the at the CES, after that, some newspaper, news company published that the Apple or the Samsung will be go to the market with a diabetic wearable watch in the diabetes. And also, we are talking to such a company already, but of course, they does not show the exact technology for us, and neither of us. So that we are not sure, but there are some differences between them, we think. And And yeah, we estimate that we want to have a collaborate with them, but we are not sure they want to do this.
Then maybe a small follow-up question for me. Is it IP protected, the technology, or that's not that unique in a way, or yeah?
Okay, yes. Thank you for your question. And we already applied our patent not only in Japan but also in the PCT already. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, it's time. So thank you very much.